I'm so grateful to be in your presence today.
Oh,
when they
you.
announced Phase 4, this movie was the one that I was the most excited about.
For good reason. When you see it, I hope we fulfill your expectations. But I think this character in Phase 4 and the multiverse all slamming together, it's quite an epic film.
Yeah, so tell us what we can expect and some of the madness that we'll see in this film.
I can tell you a little bit what to expect. I mean, it's Sam Raimi, so there's definitely tones of his work of the past. Those who are nostalgic for the Sam Raimi touch, both in horror and in superhero genres, will not be disappointed. There's lots of schlock horror and jump scares and, you know, the usual balance between humor and pathos that is both Marvel's Mark and Sam's. And yeah, it's a crowded marquee. There's a lot going on. And I think at the center of it, you've got a character who's slowly shifting from this guy we first met who was, you know, doing it all for himself, became a superhero, being a bit more selfless, doing it for the greater good, but still using similar methodology, being quite snarky and arrogant and ego-driven. And in this, he gets taught, and he has to sort of pull that back a bit and become a little bit more collaborative and understand that he can't always be the one in control, the one holding the knife, as a surgeon would say.
Exactly. Yeah. And you play multiple versions of Doctor Strange in this. How much fun was it tapping into those different versions, and how intense are the action sequences in this?
All you ever want really from an outing as a character like this is for it to evolve or feel different. So to play different versions of him really tick that box. And also, like I've been saying, you know, his evolution on its own was an interesting arc to play. And the action scenes are fantastic. And there's some hand-to-hand stuff, and there's also the wonderful world of epic visual effects and stunts that he brings with his abilities in the MCU. So yeah, you have to be on your toes, you have to be fit, you have to be pretty strong, and doing a Marvel film is like going to a gym for 4 months, and with a bit of acting in between. And I love that aspect of it. It's great.
Yes, and Doctor Strange calls on Wanda for help. So, in my opinion, Scarlet and Doctor Strange are the most powerful in the MCU. So what has it been like?
Pretty powerful combo.
Yes.
And Lizzie Olsen brings it. You know, she's mesmerizing to watch as this character. She really knows what she's doing. She's such a fine actress, and at the same time, a gorgeous human being who's just the first not to take it or herself at all seriously and giggle and make it all very human and enjoyable on the day of filming. So that combination you just want more of, basically. She's great.
Yes. And obviously with the multiverse, it opens the door to new characters,
Yep.
familiar ones.
Yep.
I know you don't like to spoil things, but was there a character that you were geeking out over the most?
A few, one or two, definitely. But look, we should talk about Sochi. I mean, we should talk about America. You know, that's a pretty new character in the comics, and, you know, representative of the LGBTQ plus community as well as the Latino community. And she's just a kick-ass character all round. And Sochi's a sweet girl who's aged between 14 and now 16. Yesterday was her birthday. I'm not sure when this is airing, but yesterday's the day we're talking. And, you know, she's just so assured. She's a sweet kid, but she's really great in this film. And I'm so thrilled for her to be bringing this character to the MCU. I really am.
Yes. And, you know, just not too long ago, you were the rookie, and now you're leading the pack.
I know.
How does it feel? Is it a big deal in your household that you're Doctor Strange?
Not at all. No. It couldn't be of less interest to my household. I say that. You know, they're proud. They kind of get it, and they see me every now and again. I send them photographs or FaceTime, but they're a little young for all of this in its fully fledged form. So that's down the line, I guess.
Do you have a Doctor Strange outfit in your in your home?
No, I don't.
None of that.
None of it.
Oh.
None of it. Little bits and pieces. I suppose, you know, I've taken a sling ring and that, but I've never stolen anything. I've always asked Marvel.
Right.
You know, they have like security guards going, "We need that asset back." And I said, "This is an asset. This is a prop, and it's my prop, my character's. But who do you need it for? Who else is playing me?" You know, I get paranoid about things like that, especially with the multiverse.
Yes.
But seriously, yeah, that's the only thing I've really taken from this job, and it's only to auction it to very generous fans for good causes.
That's so great. And you're going to be hosting SNL for a second time.
Yeah.
What are you excited about, and do you love hosting it?
I all of it, meeting the cast, getting that monologue on, just having a great experience like I did last time, and knowing it a little bit better, hopefully being a little less nervous and just being able to enjoy the moment as well as the sort of even swallowing then maybe kind of, it does. It creates so much fear and adrenaline. It's exhausting, but I think this time around, I'm a little bit more prepared. So hopefully I'll get to enjoy it as well.
And while you're in New York, is there a go-to spot that you like to eat?
Yeah, I'm going to tell everybody about it on Access Hollywood, and then I'll never, ever be able to go there ever again. What are you talking about?
No, it's okay. It's just between us. Ain't nobody gonna know.
This is just, there's no camera running. The top of the Empire State Building, great spot for a sandwich. See you there.
Yes, and then one last thing, congratulations on getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I mean, your career is incredible. Is there a moment in your career that you are the most proud of?
No, I don't think. That's like asking for a favorite in a way. And I'm crap at that, and I kind of don't believe in them. It's been the sort of progressive thing, and I've rarely had a moment to kind of look back at it. So that moment, I guess, for just going, what is it I've been doing for the last 20 years? And having it very sort of publicly talked about by JJ and Kevin Feige it was incredible. Very bizarre and slightly embarrassing, I guess, because
you deserve it though.
A Brit. Oh, thank you very much. But yeah, I had that moment and the Vanguard Award in Santa Barbara, which is again a whole evening of reviewing my work, and Jane Campion saying extraordinarily nice things about me, which if you told the actor starting out in the world that would be a moment in his life, I wouldn't have believed you. So kind of thrilling.